No! Nothing moved.
Not expecting that. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen. Wow, the rig tubing moved up the line. Bigger than I was expecting. Wasn't really expecting a bite at all. Better fish than the normal seafood. Big head, skinny body. It's a little bit bigger than the average here, so quite pleased with that for our first fish of the morning. Here we are, the first fish of the morning. Larger specimen than we were expecting for here, and as always they have some really neat scales to them, even for the commons. You know, this side doesn't look too different, but there's a few kind of oddly placed ones on this side that just make it look that little bit more unique. Very, very thick wrist to the tail. You know, huge head, but a very narrow fish. Not much in the way of girth at all. But I'm so happy with this. We've been sitting here for over an hour with the lines in, and other than one dropped run that Goldie had, we haven't even really had a sniff. So with fish rising everywhere, other anglers showing up in the other swims, I was starting to get a little bit worried, and I've actually tied up a whole other rig with a completely different tactic, thinking that that's what I needed to do to get a bite. And all it really ended up needing was Goldie said to me, level the bait in. And it wasn't even 2 minutes after we put about 5 scoops of bait on top of the bait we put in earlier, and wham. So the morning has kicked off. We're ready to catch a few more fish. And I'm gonna start by getting this one back. You stuck in the weeds? Still got a fish though, right? That just locked up, didn't it? Or did we put you in a rock? Oh, don't break everything. We don't have extra gear. Goldie, no. Hold the spool now. Break. So he didn't stay on there. Something. Probably just lost the hook, maybe.
I don't know, something keeps gapping.
That just pulled up tight and held still, eh?
How is it everything is still on?
Because your hook straightened out. So that was in a rock.
Oh yeah, there's no sharpness to that at all.
Your lead's banged up. It's the first time. I think it's like one of maybe 2 or 3 times where the whole time I've used those hooks that I've seen them straighten out like that.
Yeah.
But if you notice, all that pressure and the hook didn't break. How many other hooks would you use that would just snap under that pressure?
I don't know, I've only used these ones, so.
They're good hooks. But now that's twice now you've hit that spot.
Yeah.
And had a solid pickup. But they've dropped it. So if you maybe try bringing it in just a bit off the main current.
Okay.
And that was the corn stack. So you've now had a drop run on a pop-up and a corn stack.
You need to put the corn back on because pop-up is not what they're looking for.
But you had a run on a pop-up earlier.
And that was just a fluke.
I always catch on pop-ups here.
Give the crowd what they want. Today they want corn.
I'm gonna catch one on a pop-up before I switch back. I'm gonna do this. Found my rocky spot, but I found it more left. They're just dropping my pop-up. I have to go to the corn rig now.
I told you, go to the corn rig.
If I switch to the corn rig, you need to catch a fish before my line goes back out. Can you manage that?
Nope.
Why?
It's not my job.
It's not your job. Your job is to catch one fish, and you haven't done that yet.
Because I'm waiting for the big one.
There's no big ones here.
Can you prove that?
The video evidence we have of you catching a 26-pounder here does not mean anything. There's no big fish here.
Well, you've done caught something good.
I think there's a log out there.
Oh, dude, that's a whole tree.
I'm clearing my spot.
So that wasn't silt that you hit, that was a tree.
Yeah. This is the Monster Carp Tackle weed rake. It's so good. It pulls in trees.
That's
It's not exactly been a long time in there either.
No, it isn't. It's really fresh.
I know why the fish were there. They were eating the berries off of this. Some silt in the weeds, but I don't see any insects or mussels or anything. No, just a lot of silt and mud. What's that for a run? That was a face melter. My God.
Oh, I'm not gonna put the corn stack back out.
Wasn't even in the water 2 minutes.
Not even.
4 messed up cats. Hiding under your leg. Yeah, he's definitely under you. more the size I was expecting. Man, that melted off. What a run. It was insane.
Messed up my artsy shot again.
I'm sorry. Stop getting artsy shots.
Well, I have to do something. I'm not getting fish.
Well, maybe you need to cast in close again.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Alright, let's get a look at this. Here's fish number 2. Very lively, very hard-hitting fish.
He has got a wonky bottom lip there.
Yeah, no, his bottom lip's not bad. It's his top. I
don't know, something looks
like he swam into a wall. But really hard fighting little guy. This is more the size we were expecting today. About half the size of the one I had this morning. So that's the second fish to the corn stack, and nothing but one lost fish and a couple missed runs to the pop-up. So I think we're going to stick with the corn stack for the most part today. I'm sure I can get one on the pop-up in a little while. And Goldie's putting the corn stack out, so let's see if we can get another fish or two, or at least get one for Goldie, and then we'll actually show you our corn stack rigs and discuss why we think that's working over the pop-up. Coming at me. It came off. It spun around and came at me and come off. I never actually got a chance. It was going so fast I couldn't actually get the hook set. That fish literally, so the run just melted. Hopefully the action cam got that. It went this way to the right, and by the time I got to the rod and lifted up the line curled around and went left, and then it was going back right out towards the current, and then shot straight in towards us. That was a fast fish. So quiet. Fish barely rising. I didn't think that there was going to be a run there. I'll talk about my rig after the next fish, whoever gets it. Am I just slipping? Like normally I'm fast and I was way too slow there. Oh wait, I was more right with that cast. But your line's going, you're in my swim. Back through it, Goldie. Oh, he's totally wrapped up with your line. Which way did I go over it? Back out. Just in case you get like to have my line out of the water for a bit to do a rig talk. While I'm talking about this fish, you get your line on that close spot. That's 2 runs in that same spot in the last few minutes. So, I guess this is landed fish number 3. I've had quite a few runs now, but I've dropped 2 of them because the fish turned and came right at me. Again, that just goes back to me being a horrible angler overall. But this is another decent fish. Good size to him, really beat up. You know, he's got some scales missing. It's got a bit of a munted nose, but big tail. Like, just absolutely tore off. Wicked run through the weeds, around Goldie's line a couple times. This was a really good battle. Look at the tail on that fish, man. That tail's too big for it. So, yeah. We're doing all right. It's a much slower bite than we were expecting. We thought we would have had a few more fish in by now, just given our history in this place. But can't complain about the quality. The fights are really hard, and 2 out of the 3 we've landed are actually bigger than what we would have expected here. So I'm quite pleased. I'm going to get this fish back, and then I guess as promised I'll go over my rig with you. And Goldie should be in the zone. So hopefully while I'm talking about the rig, his line will melt off. You got to take Disco Pig off, I'm telling you. That's what's ruining your chances. Hi. Good? Yeah?
What is that?
Well, you're just standing there doing this. Or, I don't know what you're doing.
I was waiting for you to do something.
All right. So might as well go over the rig while. Oh, you just had a good little bump. I was gonna say I might as well go over the rig while Goldie has a chance in this close-in spot, because both of his drop runs came from a longer spot, really snaggy area. Not sure why we haven't had more bites than we have. Normally we have a lot of bites here, but we're doing well. We're getting pretty consistent bites. We just need to turn those into fish in the net. But 3 so far is nothing to complain at. So let's go over what's actually got the fish for me. Pretty simple rig overall. Main line is 30-pound braid. I think it was a Suffolk braid. It's very faded now. It was a green braid. It's kind of almost white now, but I was able to use a rig tubing threader and get some about 25-26 inches of rig tubing on there, just because I don't like the braid rubbing against the fish, and I don't have any lead core with me to help protect the fish. So I put the tubing on. That's tucked right into the tail rubber on a 90-gram inline lead. Now I'm using a relatively short rig. Just from the hook eye to my quick link swivel, it's only maybe 5 inches. So I actually cut my anti-tangle sleeve down in half to have a little bit more of the hook link material free. Then I have a size 4 Monster Carp tackle hook, and I have a little piece of rig tubing on there to have a tube blowback rig. So I have no silicone or anti-tangle or hook aligners or shrink tube or anything like that. Nothing like that around the hook. I'm just going with the braid straight through, the coated braid. I have 3 kernels of the, unfortunately not available anymore, but I have some left, the licorice lust corn, and 1 piece of ESP floating corn on the hair. So you can see, I'll give you a close-up shot of that. There's a little bit, just a couple millimeters of line or hook link material free from the tubing on the blowback rig, just so it has that bit more movement to waft around, and also give it just what it needs to, when the fish blows that out, to really help push that tubing up the hook and bury the hook home. A little bit out of the norm for me. No putty, no split shots, nothing like that. And the only part of the braid that's stripped is what's in the knotless knot and on the hair. Coming out of the eye of the hook, it's just coated braid. There's no break in it, and that goes straight through. So, you know, it's working. That's why I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna get it back out there. The other rig I had on earlier that I did have a fish on with was that wind or was that a bite? Just a Ronnie rig with a pineapple pop-up. That's been working for me this season. Lost my fish today and not getting anywhere near as many bites with the pop-ups. So my theory is that even as close to the deck as this Ronnie rig will put the pop-up, these fish are wanting to be right in amongst the rocks, the muck. Their noses are down. So having this popped up, they're ignoring it. They're not lifting up for it. They're digging and digging. And that is a weird bird. That's that weird heron. Stop distracting my discussion. It's a rig talk. People need to hear this. Do you understand? Good. Yeah, I think the fish have just got their noses buried right down, and that's why the corn's doing better than the pop-up. I will try this again later. I'm convinced I can actually land one on this rig today, but might as well stick with what's working for now.
Hot on.
That was insane. I'll stop letting you do close-up shots. I had to zoom this out and everything.
Shots now. 3 RT shots have been messed up by fish.
Yeah, you'd think they'd understand that we need quality video here. People don't want to watch this camera just going all over the place. Is it a monster? You've been holding out for a 40 all season, haven't you?
Well, what were you thinking? Were you thinking this was about a month ago the last time I got one?
Yeah, I'll check the date to be completely accurate and we'll put that on the screen, but I think you're right. It was in and around 3 weeks to a month ago since you had that one nice, it's a really nice fish actually, the last one you had.
He was really angry we were sitting here.
Oh, he's gone. He took off.
Took off, eh?
Yeah, that weird little heron bird thing. Yay, it's not a mirror. It's a nice dark fish though. Everything okay?
I'm waiting for him to do the bolt back out. He's just sitting there though.
Well, why don't you just give him more slack line? That's a nice long two-tone. It's a beat-up fish, but he's a nice looking fish.
Like he really just gave up. Wow, okay.
It's a decent size, like a good length, but he's a wicked two-tone to him. I don't know if it's on both sides, but this side looks amazing.
He just sort of like went, oh, okay, you got me.
Kind of like us in life.
Yeah.
Just like, meh.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, there's the net. Let's just hop in. What are you gonna do?
He's gonna take the net with him.
It's the only net I brought. Let's not let that happen.
Now I know why you slowed down when you got so close. Just want to make me look like an idiot. Okay.
I don't think I bumped that.
Oh, dude, could you? It's so stiff.
It's like a marbly coloring to it, eh? The gray.
Ah,
It's almost like a ghosty. Okay. I guess I should get that.
yeah, you should get that. Okay, well, here we go.
Right into the weeds.
Eee.
Or something. It's locked up now. Oh. That sounds like...
Oh, you were snagged.
Yeah.
He dumped you and then...
Like I'm in a rock or a tree or a piece of steel or something.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, you do your thing. I lost that fish.
So we will have the date the last time I've caught a fish. I think it was that sucker, wasn't it?
No. You had a carp.
Oh, right on the
nice
bend. That's right.
Welland
Should we-
River.
Did we get video of that? We didn't get video of that. We just had pictures of it.
Put a picture up of it and the date.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, this is a good, healthy sized fish. Good fight. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was pretty lame. He got like 2 or 3 rod lengths out there and he was just done. But he's been fighting me on this mat here for a while. So yeah, I don't know. John says he's a two-tone. I don't see where it is, but apparently he's a two-tone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
You can see it really well from here.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sit here, hold this.
Come on, I still got that fish on.
No way!
You don't even have the net put back together.
How is that even possible?
This fish is dark too. Oh, your rig's still in the net?
My rig's still in the net because he spit it. Oh, yeah, let's just bring one net.
That fish is like a chocolatey brown.
You scared the crap out of my fish.
I'm sorry.
And now he's gone mental and I got my sweater all carpy again.
Oh no.
I just cleaned it. What have you done?
Get him back on the mat. Hopefully this fish stays on. I've got to just put my rod down to do this.
Oh no. Oh, stupid. Oh, okay. Okay. Stop already. You're gonna give us a concussion. Okay. Holy crappers, dude.
Oh, this is just insanity here.
Oh.
Okay, we're not coming back here without 2 nets. I don't know why I only grabbed
Holy
one this
smokes. Ow, my head hurts now. Okay, well, we're gonna put you back because we need to go help John with the rig over there.
I gotta take your pop-up corn off because it's just
That's fine.
it's all tangled. Just hope the fish stays on. Ow. You got right down to the bottom of the weeds. Yeah, there he is. Too bad we don't have the camera showing me trying to put the net back together. I don't miss having to do this. That's why I don't fish alone anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been able to turn off the camera.
Well, the action can get some of this. Oh, it's in the net. Yes, 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 yes. How did I not lose that fish? I thought I was locked up in the bottom up there.
That's nuts.
Okay. My fish is in the net. Goldie's rig is all over the place.
Oh, that was a disaster, man.
I had the other net in my hand today too. I did.
Oh, I believe you. We usually have 2 nets.
But I forgot the bucket, I forgot the second net.
I can't believe how high you shot my lead up there. Holy smokes.
Well, did you see the run?
Oh, yeah. That's funny, your pop-up corn stuck in it too.
Yeah. Well, what a bit of craziness that was. Goldie finally gets his first fish in, a decent fish, really nice looking one. Mine melts off while we're trying to take care of that fish, and I thought for sure I lost it. It just peeled off, and when I set into it, it was just locked in the weeds. It's a good thing we got a mat here. But it turns, so it wants to show them the other side. The colors are amazing on this fish. Again, another big tail for a long, thin fish. But yeah, he locked up in the weeds, and I thought for sure he was gone. Let it sit for a second, nothing came out. So I just started reefing my rig back out through the weeds, and down it went. Just dove right down to the bottom, and yeah, this is the result. A beautiful, dark, chocolatey fish. And this is why I like this spot, not because we get so many runs, but I like the really dark, old-looking fish in here, and the mirrors that are in here. Hopefully we can find one of them today. It's been a while. But I want to get this fish back. We got to try and dry this mat out a little bit. Yeah, it's going great. Going absolutely great. So now let's try and get both lines in and see if we can get a double header.
Permanent fixture.
Stupid. It's really bad. I hope that actually can't go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in a position to grab the other camera yet. But then again, we could always bring one in and just film it on the bat, right?
You didn't want to come in anyway.
What have I had now? 4?
Yeah. 4 with 2 misses. 2 misses? Yeah, because you had the 2 that came. I used it 4. 1, 2. No.
I had the big one.
1 that took a picture of.
Then I had the small one we didn't take a picture of.
Yeah.
Then I just had that. So I've had 3 and you've had 1, so we've had 4 total. And I've lost 2. So I've had 5 runs.
5 runs. It's getting hot. Keep my sweater on. That and it's full of fish slime.
Camera going?
Yes.
You know how much you sounded like my mother there?
Oh, well, I hope you'll walk off.
Now my hand reeks of that liquor/corn. Or as I like to say, cappuccino and rum. That's going to be the next flavor of bait. Cappuccino and rum.
No, because we'll never be monetized again. just did it again. What is going on?
Is your hook point still sharp? Yep, apparently it's still sharp.
I'll go with yes for 200 points.
200 points. Okay, don't tangle up in my line, eh? Does it feel like a mirror? Oh, he's gonna go right into my line.
No, he wasn't.
That's not a mirror.
That is
A tiny, tiny carp. That's a little fish.
That is a tiny little fish, and he is going to be very angry for a long while.
That was fast. We literally just to you. We literally just got both rods back out, and that's your second run since you put it back out.
Put it back out.
Okay, let's get the mat down here. You're gonna have to let
Where is
some
the
line
mat?
beside you, on the rock.
Oh, on the rock.
Trying to dry it out a bit. Then I'll swing this over to you.
My bad.
It
My
is.
bad.
Yeah,
My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, that's not my
Stop,
bad. That was your
just
bad.
Shut up.
So, what were you saying about, oh, there's not a lot of fish in this spot, we expect more bites, you know?
Well, I have been expecting more bites.
There's just another fish just jumped over my shoulder.
Okay, this wants to slide, so. Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
And he's closer.
Yeah, he's right at the top of that tree.
He's so angry with us for being here.
It's totally his spot. Hey, dude. I'm here to help.
Disco Pig is flickering and throwing off the white balance.
Wow, look at this monster. Okay, so the spot apparently has turned on. That's what, 2 hits in like 30 seconds for me now?
For you, and that's 3 fish in 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe that. We'll have a little timer on the screen there to say how long it's been, but yeah.
No, we won't. That's stupid.
Fine, you edit the video, and I won't do any editing, and you can just leave all this cool stuff off that I put in. So yeah, we've pretty much gone chaotic and...
Shut up!
Oh,
We're on camera.
holy smokes! Okay, I'm gonna put you back before that big bird comes over here and eats you. Where are you, you freak?
He's right above us.
Uh-huh. I can't tell which tree he's in, though.
Well, I think that's the point. He's going to dive bomb us and spear us with his long heron-like face.
Okay.
At least if we're going to die, we're going to die doing what we love, right? There lies Goldie. Died while fishing. Stabbed by a heron's head.
Because he was fishing in the wrong spot. Nope, didn't need to know that.
But now you do. That's totally not where I put the bait. Trying to tighten down on. Went out in that weed bed and came right back in. With me, or they started jumping again. Can you get up?
I got stuck.
Still have your fish on, or what?
Yeah. Can I answer your question?
No. They just decided to have base melters for runs now, eh?
Yep.
Is it in the weeds?
Yeah.
Fish still there?
Yep.
Yep. Wow, your lead shot all the way up. You just come off there. Your lead was
Just
like
broke
20 feet up.
Just broke off.
You broke off? Or you come off? Right in front of him.
Yep.
Higher fish have few, right?
Nope.
Is he still there? Nope. It just bounced. Yeah, he's there. He came right at me. He's under your line. I can't catch up to him.
Again? How did you hit my line?
No, he stayed right close. Like he was literally right here. Went into that weed bed. Yep. I don't know how I still have him on. Again, you can. They're all coming in right to us. He's gonna tangle. Really dark fish again. Really dark little common. Bam! It's almost like I'm a professional at this. My son catches bigger fish than this. It's pretty though. Gotta redo all this bait again. Good to go, Goldie? Yeah? My smallest for the day so far, but another very lively, very dark fish. Really liking these dark chocolatey ones. Really scrappy. He came right at us and was fighting right under the rod tip. And I thought I lost him, and then he shot out underneath Goldie's line. But they seem to be getting smaller. They started out bigger and got smaller, so maybe we can turn that around before we pack it in.
Say no to crack. Holy moly.
They brought a wagon.
What are we looking for?
Feel decent or smaller?
I'll let you know when he's out of the weed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess the next question is it a carp? Oh, wow. Maybe lay the rod down to the side so the lead doesn't get thrashed about. That lead's like 30 yards up. Did you put a bead on there to help hold that?
No. Never got around to it.
Fish is right in close, right?
Nowhere near us.
Oh, I see it. There it is.
Oh, is he there?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Reindeer line.
You go under it or over it? Suppose you want me to help?
No, I got it.
Okay. Decent fish.
Yeah.
My line's slack now, so you might be able to move them over. There you go, Goldie. You barely got that one in the net. Good job, man. You put it right on the good spot.
Yeah, I didn't put it on a good spot. I was putting it out way out on the far margin.
That is why you failed. Good
You
fish,
just
though.
want to go have something to eat, so
I'm
you were just like...
I'm starving. We needed one more fish.
Here we go. Our final fish, because John wants to go get something to eat, and it's like way after 1 o'clock, and it's been like 3 hours, 2 hours after we caught our last fish. 6 hours, I don't know, it feels like forever. Basically it pretty much shut right down, and we haven't seen very many of them, but we have to get the final one so we can close this video out. And here he is. He has been caught, I would say, probably 4 or 5 times by the looks of his mouth.
Well, it's a popular spot, right?
He has got a nasty scar on the side of his mouth, so of course his big paddle there. So he'll go back, we'll pack up, we'll go to whatever eating establishment we're going to and try again soon. Sounds good. Okay, thanks. Oh, you're good.
You're more
Fish
on.
back now. Okay, I'll put the fish back.